In the last video I said that we will only create these two textures. That was before I created the thumbnail, and if you look at the thumbnail you can see that we have quite a bit of details, yes? So duplicate the oil texture and create a detail texture. Set it to 4K. Get rid of the alpha and set the color to 0.5 and hit OK. Change the color space to non-color and create a bump node under vector. There we go. And connect the color to the height. And connect the normal to the normal input of the skin material. And next off, create a color ramp node. Place it here and connect the color to the color ramp. And bring the black key to the center. Set it to 0.5 so that it stays exactly in the center. And move the white key to the left, like that. And up here create a RGB node and connect the color ramp to the vector of the RGB node, like that, and lower the color a little and go to the red channel and bring up the red channel a little bit, like that. Now we currently have no idea what this will look like in the end, so we have to wait until the texture painting is done. Alright, now we are ready to paint our texture. Now there is a bug in Blender right now, and it's quite annoying. So if you go to the node editor and select a texture like this and go back to the viewport and paint something like that. Now as soon as I do something such as change the brush size, notice how the order of the textures kind of change, and I am now painting the base color instead of the oil. So this is kind of annoying. So always make sure to go to the node editor and select something else. Don't select any of the texture, just select something else and go back to texture paint mode and go back to object mode and go back in texture paint and see if anything changed, and everything appears to work correctly. Alright, so let's start painting. Now I'm going to speed up the video because this video is about the skin material, not the texture painting. I will make another video and maybe a series about texture painting later on, but for now let's just focus on the skin, okay? Now, the first two textures are done, so let's see what it looked like. Now there is no details on the face yet, so she looks rather plastic. But as soon as the details are down, she will look a lot more believable. Alright, the texture painting is complete, and this is definitely not the best texture work that I have ever done. And in order to paint good textures, you need to have a good UV map. And this model has terrible UV at the nose and the mouth. So yeah, you can see that the texture is being pixelated a little at the nose as well as the mouth. So yeah, this is good enough for this tutorial, and let's see what it looks like in rendered. And there we go, she looks alright. With the details in, the skin material is much more believable, right? Now this is not really the best texture that I have ever done, but for the purpose of this video I think it works just fine. And this is a stylized face, so I don't think a realistic texture work is necessary. So let's change our environment to see how she looks under different light condition. Maybe this one, or maybe this one. She still look alright. Rotate the environment a little bit. Let's change the environment once more. This time maybe choose this scenery. And she looks alright. Let's open the eyes. There we go. And let's zoom in a little. She looks alright. Let's check out the mouth. The mouth is very ugly at the moment because the UV sucks at the mouth, and the texture work at the mouth is not very good. So the mouth is not believable, but you can see that the eyes and the cheek around here is much more believable because the details are good. So you can see that the areas where there are good details, the skin is much more believable, and the areas where the skin is perfectly smooth, the material is plastic, kind of. So you can see that the details are very important, and without the details, it doesn't matter how you tweak your skin material, it still looks like plastic. But as soon as you have some good details, then your skin is much more believable. So that is the skin material tutorial. It renders a little slowly though. So if you're not looking for a very realistic result, you can just replace the shallow and mid layers with a single diffuse shader, and that will do. I'll see you next time.